Well, hey, I just wanted to let you know that Monday night we're going to have this nice couple from way down south on the show. Maybe you've heard of them. Deep South Homestead. And they're going to talk a little bit about their YouTube journey, some of the different things that they've done. I'm sure porch time will come up.
Hello everybody, this is Danny from Deep South Homestead on porch time this morning. Hello everybody, this is Danny from Deep South Homestead on porch time today. We know we're not on the porch, but you know the story. There's so much noise outside now with the dogs across the road talk.
But something else, we're going to talk about a gathering, and that's taking place in less than 6 weeks. So I gotta let you know that we're ready to get into some warm weather. Let me just kind of step out here. Walk down off the porch. Folks, I gotta tell you, it's just plain miserable. Danny, it's just about too cold for shorts. Okay, folks, we'll see you Monday night. Take care.
Scary face or what? Welcome. This is the Beavis and Butthead show. No. Mickey Mouse Club? No. Rocky and Bullwinkle, that's what it is. I'm not sure who's Rocky and who's Bullwinkle, but
it would help if
we're shooting time here, sorry. My microphone is way up there. I'm lucky I had my headset on. Hey, Grizzly. Yeah, Marie, I do need you. I need some of that warmth. I'm surprised I haven't gotten a message from my sister and my daughter rubbing it in what it's like in Florida and California. Oh, so, hey, Redmond Paranormal. Tamara says thank you for the help you gave her.
You're welcome.
I'm glad it worked out for you. I told him, I said, do you have a message here? I don't know what's going on. So he handled it. Miss Jennifer, how's you doing? Oh, they keep pretending to be in labor. I was going to ask you how the goats were doing. I'm telling you, TJ, I wouldn't want to go out there in this weather, Jen. Kudos to everything for you doing that. My sister's here too. Yeah, see, Linda, TJ's in Southern California also. So, yeah, TJ, my sister's Linda Reich. She's in Southern California. And Linda, I opened up that box of oranges and lemons and limes and avocados. Gosh, it smelled wonderful. 27 in Florida this AM. I haven't heard from my daughter yet. My daughter's in Port St. Lucie. She always tells me, Mom, I had to put a sweater on. It was 53. You know, I love you too, Kara. I bet they were cold. I put the dogs out this morning and put them out. I fed them right away, which I usually don't do. Fed them right away, let them out for about 2 or 3 hours, and brought them back in for most of the day. It was, it was just too bitter. The wind chill was just too bitter. The only time I went outside was to feed them. I went outside and went around the one part and fed the cat and fed the dogs, and that was it. I didn't even put boots on to go walk out front to find the mailbox. I think I'd get lost in a snowdrift. So, Sugar Creek Homestead of Tennessee, I subscribed to you tonight. I left you a message. I just want to let you there. Grizzly, how's the non-smoking going? Daryl's not on the screen yet. So Daryl quit smoking like 2 weeks ago. He has one of those little vape things.
Hello.
But I don't smell cigarette smoke. He doesn't smell like an ashtray. Grizz, if that's the way you have to do it, okay. I'd do it a suggestion. Right, well, Bullfrog, did you get your $2 bill? Sure. Good. Awesome. You got the last one that we have. We haven't gone out and bought any more. We did that for about 1.5 years. You know what, Sky? I don't know how many inches. I think in the morning I'm going to go out, get my yardstick, and going to go out and measure some spots, because I know we have at least probably 10 inches of snow.
Pardon?
Buckeye Girl, Danny and Wander on the phone. They had to update Skype, so they couldn't log in yet. And Daryl was over there having a heart attack. 5.5 years. Bravo. I haven't smoked in let's see, my daughter is and my older son is so it's been 40 years, but I'm only 21, so I'm late for a very important date. You're just fine, country girl. Did you notice, Dawn? Can you tell?
601.
Is it lighter? There's no gray.
Okay.
You did your part to save Hank the cat? That's cool. Jen, I didn't even know you smoked. Okay. See there?
Okay, bye.
It's Charlotte smoked. 27 years. So how goes it, sir?
Okay, here's what we're going to do. Their computer is updating.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to get them on the phone.
Okay.
For a little bit.
Okay, that's fine.
And
okay, their computer is updating Skype, so Daryl's going to get them on the phone. So at least we'll have them here. Just won't see them right away. Hey, Rosalie, welcome. Pinebrook Homestead, I did this on a whim this morning. It took me half an hour because I knew I had a box of stuff. Then it dawned on me that I took it to Virginia with me, because once Dawn did somebody's hair in blue, she was going to do mine. Not in blue, but in what I brought. And it took so long, I just brought it back. So it was still sitting in the suitcase. So that's what I did this morning. I let it sit on there for like an hour. Oh, TJ, you got one of those vape things? Yeah, I think, he said, well, it's not like a cigarette. It's not like he can do this. But when we're driving, he's not going in his pocket. He would throw one out the window, and then 2 minutes later, he'd be going again. I said, didn't you just throw one out the window? Yeah. So, this is, knock on wood, it's better for him. Better for me. And vaping makes you cough like crazy. So, Carrie, you're down in Cincinnati. So you're close to Haywire, Homestead, and Diane. Because they're down sort of southern Ohio. I'm up between Cleveland and Columbus. Miss Bandana.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Yeah, you're right. It is the closest thing to mimic smoking. You're right.
Please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
So he's trying to call him on the phone. We still can't get a hold of him. Anita, how are you? In Kansas. Toto's in Kansas. I don't know of anyone else in Kansas. Duncan 1900. Brenda's in Missouri. Yeah, see, hey, well, I thought you were close there. Yeah, I caught Swampy Acres for a few minutes anyway. You'll get onto it and you'll get more. What's going on? He's over there chuckling. Something's going on over there. You know, Charlotte, someone else I know, oh, my daughter's fiance. He has, when he quit smoking, he started chewing gum. Oh, Lord, did he chew gum?
Hello?
Does he chew gum?
Oh, you didn't give me the right number?
Oh, just love it. Miss Linda, how are you, sweetie?
Okay, well, what number?
So, Country Girl, I went through Orbitz and did the reservation over again today. And then
Okay, so your phone's not picking up.
we're trying to find a campground in Arkansas, close to VW Family Farm. And we're trying to find campgrounds by Mansfield, Missouri.
Just hold on.
Brenda, maybe you can suggest something by Mansfield, Missouri. The only thing I found close to there was like Laura Wilder. Laura Wilder? There was some campgrounds. You know, trying to get everything arranged here. I'm not quite sure where Big Bear is located in Georgia. I'm surprised that they're not here yet. Kathy, we're in Ohio. Meredith, how are you, sweetie? Hubby must not be home yet. No, Bandana, I think there are a few rooms left.
Okay, Wanda.
But I did find out that
Okay.
you can get the rooms cheaper on Orbitz than you can calling the hotel and using the discount that they
419
gave us.
528
Jeez.
8494.
Took up peppermint candy.
419
Cool.
419 528 8494.
Yeah, Laura Ingalls Wilder. Thank you. There's a campground with her name. That looks, I think that one was right in Mansfield, Missouri.
Okay, bye-bye.
Which is funny because the town right next to where we live, where I grew up, is Mansfield, Ohio. Blessings, no problem. Email us if you're talking about our shirts. twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. We have colors and sizes. We have tote bags for sale. Bandana, I got, not bandana. Dawn, I have to get a shirt for you yet. Yeah, they were selling out quick on Orbitz. That's what they said anyway. Oh, he's home and watching TV. Well, that's good. That's good. Tonight we have, we're going to have 3 trivia questions. MK Lone Star Handcraft. Meredith
Hello.
is donating. Hello.
Can you hear me,
No.
Wanda?
Oh, you're talking about DeWanda?
Oh, I'm trying to.
Okay. MK Lone Star is donating some oh, my mind just wax melts. And Wanda is donating their sweet potato ebook.
All right.
There they are. I hear them.
Yeah, I hear them too, I think. Can you hear me okay, Wanda?
Well, I heard it there for a moment. Blessings, you're talking about the ones that Wanda, that Deep South Homestead has, about the garden. Those are the ones that Wanda has. Yeah, that was, Daryl was probably up to at least that amount for a while, Rosalie. Yep. Yeah. Oh, Catherine, you're just fine. We're just sort of shooting the bull, so to speak. Coldwater, Mississippi. Hi, Patty. Welcome. Oh, yeah, Carrie, technology is wonderful. Well, we had them for a moment. Okay, yeah, you're talking about the ones from Deep South Homestead.
Hello, can you hear me?
That went out. I had to plug up.
Can you hear me okay, Wanda? Hello?
Thank you, Julie. That was very nice of you. Appreciate that.
Okay, not getting through it all, right?
I'm trying to, Geeky. I don't know what else I can do. I'm not going to sing. That's Dawn's job.
Okay, can you hear us
We
okay?
have 1 minute and counting.
Okay.
Might as well just wait on Skype. Sounds like the phone's not working either.
All right, well, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, because you are live on the air.
We have 57.
But it is breaking up quite a bit.
They can hear Wanda. Is she breaking up for you guys? Time to sew. How are you? They're all saying hi to Wanda.
Yeah, everybody's saying hello, Wanda.
I can go down and get the dogs. We could do routine. Woolly Hollow State Park. Okay. Thank you, Anita. I appreciate that. Yeah. Hi, H-Top. Long time no see. How are you? Oh, yeah, you should. When we were Rainbow Valley, when we went to the Life Conference, Doug and Stacy's in Hannibal, Missouri in August, and Jennifer from Haywire Homestead and Diana can attest to this. We tried doing a live stream from the campground. That was worthless. Their internet was worthless. So we didn't have a Monday Night Live there. It was hysterical. So let's see what else we can do for entertainment. I'm not sure what else to talk about.
I don't know.
Let's see. Okay.
You know what we could do?
What could we do?
Simply because we have 3 questions tonight,
Yes.
we could do a trivia question.
We could do a trivia question. Yeah, because we do have 3
So,
rock candy. Daryl and the girls make rock candy every year. Christmas time. Daryl's favorite pie is key lime. This key lime rock candy. You could, Dawn. Yeah. We're all out of possum pizza. Just to let you know. You know, you don't want to call and do that.
let's go ahead and do a trivia question.
Okay.
All right. So,
Meredith, I'll get a box set up for you this week. I have to do another candy box for Big Bear.
all right, let me get this
It's
set
funny,
up here.
Broussard, because we have a thing for the signs that we're going to put up today.
Here we go.
Well, hi, folks. It's trivia time again. And we have to have some rules for this, so they are as follows. Number 1, you can only win once every 4 weeks. Number 2,
Angela, how are you?
you must be the first person to answer the question correctly in the
Sky, I
chat
can
window
send you some if you want.
as it appears embedded on the screen here. Your chat window may have a different order.
These are wooden signs, TJ.
And number 3, you have to send an email to twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. Send us your mailing address so we know where to send your winnings. Good luck.
Okay, and our first trivia question is actually sponsored by MK Lone Star Handcrafted. The winner of this trivia question will be receiving a wax melt.
Rosalie, Daryl did do one. He hasn't edited yet.
MKLoneStarHandcrafted.com. Check them out for all kinds of gifts, soy candles, gel novelty, oil soap, cocoa butter, shea butter soap, large soap, bath bomb powder, lotions, car freshies, all kinds of stuff. MKLoneStarHandcrafted.com. We have just a few of these different wax melts in the background here, and the wax melts are intended to be used for home fragrance and can be melted in an approved wax warmer. Simply place one wax melt cube in an approved wax warmer and melt to release the fragrance. So check them out, MKLoneStarHandcrafted.com. Okay, Sherry, you've got some other information about MK Lone Star.
Yes, I do.
Why don't you go ahead and share that here with them? And
You know what, Bullfrog Swamp, I'm not going, with what's going on tonight, I'm not going to worry about it. But I want to give you a little bit more background on MK Lone Star. They're located in Portland, Texas, just north of Corpus Christi, and part of the Texas coastal bend region. She started the website at the end of November 2018. Prior to that, it was made for friends, family, and her church. She started putting content up on her YouTube channel 3 weeks ago and plans to put up content weekly. And we're after her, trust me. She has Facebook and an Instagram page, MK Lone Star Handcrafted. She started off making soy and gel novelty candles. My beach-themed novelty candles are made with sand and shells right here from Port Arkansas on Mustang Island, which is 15 miles away from them. After some time, she added artesian soaps to the endeavors, and those are made with aloe vera juice, coconut milk, and goat's milk. And she also has wax melts, which is what the giveaway is for tonight, which are made with soy and beeswax. And there's lotion. It's a thick lotion in winter and a nice light lotion in summer. And car freshies. It's a car air freshener made out of aroma beads that will last 60 to 90 days in a car, and then forever in a drawer, closet, or small room. She's constantly adding new products, which I can attest to. And as I find recipes that works for me, I will add the project to the website, but only after testing and finding that it works to her standards. She does accept wholesale orders. Just contact her through the page, Facebook, Messenger, or Instagram. And 1/2 of all the soap that is made is donated to homeless shelters, a shelter for battered women and their children, and to the VA hospital. So every purchase of the website helps to keep this ministry funded. So that's nice right there. So let's get going with the question.
okay, and this question is as if this is about Danny and Wanda. So this is if they are asking the question, and we'll bring it across right now. What is the name of our first pig? What is the name of our first pig?
I love it.
Danny
Danny
Jr.?
Jr.
I don't know.
Okay, we're
Are we there yet?
You're there yet?
you are there, and we are waiting.
Oh, there they are. Look at them.
We have asked the first question for the trivia here, and
That got this other.
and so far we have Hambone, Danny Jr. We have all kinds of,
Petunia.
but not the right answer yet. And I think you guys can see it on your
Nobody
end.
knows the name of our first.
Nobody knows. Mm-mm. Ham
Oh,
hock.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey, Geeky Gardens.
I'm hurt.
They don't remember that far back. We've been doing YouTube since Jedediah was born.
Well, not quite that far back.
Okay, so do I need to change the thing?
Can you do you
What
have
is the name of our female cow?
Oh, no, they said give a hint. Somebody said give a hint.
Sam? Which is not the name.
We did have a pig named Samson.
We did have a pig named Samson.
Well,
Yeah, it was one of our male
what.
pigs.
The name of their first pig is the name of a female radio show host at night that you can call in and
Yes.
request songs. That's a decent hint. There you go. There we got it.
Tamara Butterworth.
Somebody got it.
Yeah, Tamara.
Cancer Butterworth.
Oh,
Okay, Tamara. I will no. Go ahead and go into MK Lone Star Handcrafted. Look at all the wax melts. Pick which one you want. Message me. I will give you a code to put in, and you put that in at the end because that will be free. And then put it in there, and Meredith will get you your shipment out. Congratulations!
that's not. And I was going to say I could take it.
Wow. So tonight we have
Okay.
Deep South Homestead.
All right,
Finally.
Finally.
there they are. There they are. We got them on the screen.
We have created a whole.
And in 6 weeks we get them in person. So someone someone was just talking about the signs of Broussard. These are what Daryl made last year for everybody that came to the gathering.
All the channels.
All the channels that came to the gathering. So if anybody wants one this year to be brought to the gathering, $10, and he'll get them made and hand them to you right there and then. So we'll let that go, and we'll go ahead. Bullfrog, it was Delilah. The answer was Delilah.
Yeah, Delilah. And since then we've had Samson, Wilbur, what was Shaniqua, and what was the other pig, the female? We usually don't name all our animals, but we did.
Our guest usually names them.
Peaceful
we don't name them
Inspirations, you're
until
right.
somebody else does. Now we name.
Danny, we're not used to you without a hat on.
Yeah, I know. I'm almost bald.
Oh, really? I'm sorry. You're in good company.
Those guys are almost bald, aren't they?
Must be the kind of guy we like, Wanda.
Which way do I need to go? Do I need to go? Tell me.
Oh, you're talking about turn it?
This way?
No, the other way. But just turn it. That's all you gotta do is just turn it. There you go.
Okay. It was driving me crazy.
Okay.
All right. We're good now. Maybe.
So if you have any questions,
got
make sure
going
they're in
on?
all caps. Well, we're just sitting here, staying warm. Thought we'd call someplace down south and, try and keep warm.
Well, it's not warm here.
It's not warm there.
It's not warm here.
Probably compared to what we
No.
have, it's warm.
No.
Well, we'll be in the 20s in a little while.
Yeah,
Oh, I'll take 20s.
we are in the. How cold are y'all?
Well, this morning it was -5, and we got up to a high of 5. And right now, I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure.
I
what-
don't think so.
You don't think so? Yeah, that's like I said.
No.
My daughter.
I don't do so.
My daughter will message me and says, "Mom, it's cold. I had to put a sweater on. It got down to 53." And I tell her to shut up. Yeah, she moved to Florida 3 years ago. I feel so sorry for her. It's 0.
Oh,
It is 0 here,
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
oh wow.
Yeah, tomorrow we're having a heat wave.
Okay,
Supposed
so
to get up to
I'm
33.
having to look at the phone for any of that. We don't have the chat up.
Nathan Rada, we haven't done
Okay,
anything
so
with
I
question
think-
2 yet. We just did question 1.
So
All right, Danny switched to a tractor with a manual injection pump and no computer.
If I do that, I'll have to buy an old one. All the new ones have computers in them. Anything over 25 horsepower has a computer in it now. It's government regulation.
Yeah.
They're going to be out tanning at 32. I hear you. Yeah.
So you have the gathering coming in less than 6 weeks.
I'm
Are
ready.
you ready for
ready.
it down there?
No.
No.
Just being honest. we get one thing done and then something else falls apart, so we're just going with it.
Well, you're not
It's,
going to you're
it's
not
going
going to
to
have
be
any,
here before we know it.
well, you're not going to have any surprise guests on Friday, that's for sure.
You don't think
No,
so?
we're
No.
not supposed to.
I'm not supposed to.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
You're
We
not
do
supposed.
have at least one surprise guest coming.
Mhm.
I know of one and possibly two because Jen from the Nut House is holding out with one of the secrets. She hadn't told me yet.
Yeah, you still haven't told me one of the secrets yet.
I'm not going to because you got to be surprised.
She's getting back at me for us not telling her we'll come to the first one.
Oh, that's what's happening?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, someone's coming and
That's
I'm not
pretty
allowed
much
to know.
it.
Yeah, someone's coming and I'm not allowed to know it.
Yeah. But we do have Jessica and Jeremiah from Roots and Refuge coming.
Right?
Um,
And VW Farm
we
is
have
coming.
probably about 30 different channels right now. Some of them are small, some of them are big. Different channels we're keeping in the gathering place on Facebook. We're keeping a running list as people let us know they're coming. And I mean, you've seen the list. What, about 30 people, maybe 40 already?
Right. Yeah. Oh, Broussard, I can keep a secret.
We're having a seed. Yeah. We have a seed swap going on. You want to tell them about the new seeds we?
Yeah, we've just we've become a new affiliate for a new seed company come out by Hall's Tool. Hall's Tool Company is putting out seeds now, and we're going to be showing them at the gathering. Plus, we're going to be offering them up on our website. I mean, on our and the link in the description below on all of our videos, we're going to have Hall's Tools link down there where people can go and get their seeds from them to help stock up for seeds. And their seeds is basically for the South, have been grown and tested here in the South.
Yeah. And we're going to have some at the gathering. There shouldn't be any reason for anybody to leave the gathering with no seeds.
Oh, you got
because
that right.
I know Baker's Creek sends lots of seeds. I know Sheila has a company that she's getting some seeds from that she got last year.
Mm-hmm.
And now with Hall's Tools, they're sending us one of everything they have, and we're going to make up different giveaway packets for Hall's Tool seeds. So we should have quite a few of those, plus the seed swap.
Yes. Shayna's Country Charm is asking if anybody does beekeeping in the channel here. I honestly don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Leslie and Danny Fox at Scratch Made Homestead do, but I don't know if they're in the chat tonight, but they do if you check out Scratch Made Homestead.
Practical Modern Homestead says that they do.
They do bee. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Angela does. That's right. Oh, TriStar Travelers. Okay. Yeah, we'll be at Baker Creek in May. Right? May.
Yes.
Gathering is March. VW meetup is in April. Baker's Creek is in May. We don't have anything planned for June.
And then what, July's Michigan?
The end of the last weekend, last Saturday in July is Michigan. First weekend in August is Missouri again. Then October we're back to Virginia.
Yeah. Gonna do a little traveling this year.
And who knows what's in between.
Yeah, around the country.
We have the camper this year, so why not? Marie, they're made on wood. Is that what you wanted? What material they're made on?
So do you have any surprises coming up for the gathering that people might be interested in?
Yeah, we're probably going to have some surprises. I know a couple of different ones are coming that don't want to be told about, but because if they back out, that's one of the things. We're going to have an Excalibur.
Oh, I heard
giveaway. that. I do know that. I don't know how many people know that. We had an Excalibur dehydrator donated. So we will have an Excalibur. I think Brenda's going to be bringing a French bean slicer. I think we're going to have that to give away. We're going to have, I don't really know right off because
lots of things.
People are starting to send things off and on, and I don't have everything right now. They contact me and tell me until I have it in my hands. I hate to say too much about what we are having. We're going to have some auctions. I do know that. I think we're going to have some raffles. The Excalibur will probably be either an auction or a raffle.
Okay.
So you probably can pay a little bit and possibly go home with the Excalibur.
And I know you're going to have Jess from Roots and Refuge, talk a little bit?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yes, Jess from Roots and Refuge, her and Jeremiah have agreed to speak. Danny will be speaking, of course, but they will be speaking. And I'm going to be talking with her later about maybe doing some music. She doesn't know that yet, so y'all don't all go on her channel and ask her. I asked her this afternoon. We hadn't got together, but they're pretty good with music, so we are probably going to have some type of music somewhere because people keep asking.
Sure.
And we want to have some music. And so we think that would be a good thing. The Aldermans are going to be back. I do know that. They may want to do a song sometime during the day. What else we got?
Good food.
Homestead Mama. She's doing heirloom kids again with the plants, letting them plant seeds, stuff like that. We're going to have some other things. I just got to have somebody that has kids help me plan the kids thing because it's over my head now. I don't know what kids like to do now. So if anybody has any suggestions for kids, they need to help throw in some things here.
Well, and I'm sure Sherry from 7D Farms is going to be there.
Oh yeah. She's going to be there. She's going to have her breads and cookies and all the stuff she's doing. She's going to be there big time with all that. And I've already put my order in, so I already know I'm getting some jalapeno cheddar bread.
Oh, tea cakes.
Tea cakes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Scratch Made Homestead is going to be doing the food.
That's right.
They are going to be our food service. So people need to bring money and be ready to eat some good food because Scratch Made Homestead, they're the owners of Tanner's Pecan, does some awesome, awesome food. So.
Yeah, this will be our third year
Yeah.
since they started this.
Yeah. We've managed to attend every one.
Yeah, so glad they started this.
We had the rabbit and the coon attend the first one, and
Walked in.
Yep, I remember that one.
Walked in, and Elizabeth said, "I know who that is." Yeah, sure you do. Took Danny.
I thought it was Sherry from 7D.
Yeah.
I colored Sherry, and I thought Sherry from 7D, and then Danny sees Daryl with the shorts on, and he said, "No, that's a Northerner.
That's
Only
Northern,
Daryl
that's
would wear
Daryl."
shorts."
That's right. Yep. The first time that we met.
We were all cold.
Oh,
Daryl
God.
was short.
Yeah. First time we met Danny and Wanda was it was across a big room, like a conference room type thing.
Yeah, it was in Tennessee.
We walked in the back door, and they were getting ready to go out for dinner, and Danny was standing over there with Tommy, and Tommy had a hat on with the things down for his ears, and so did Danny, and they were cold. They had jackets on, and out of Danny's mouth, not even knowing who we were, "They're Northerners. Look, they have T-shirts and shorts on."
Yeah, you were.
Didn't even know them from Adam, and that was it, man. They were family.
You would have thought it was chilly or something.
Yeah.
But it's just like a nice
It was slightly cold.
nice spring day. So, anyway.
Yeah, for you. Yeah. Scratch Made just came in, so they are doing our food service.
Yeah.
And I don't think she's gotten the menu together yet. She's got some ideas, but I do know she's supposed to be making some pecan cookies, the kind you like, and they will be for sale. So, no. We do have T-shirts. That's one thing. Claygirl at CenturyLink.net. It's another homesteader that's making shirts for us, and they are on the front. It will have garden, like your life depends on it, because it does. And if you order one of those shirts or the hat, then you don't have the hat on today. But if you order one of those and wear them to the gathering, you will be entered. When you come in the door, you'll be entered into a drawing for something to be determined later. But you will be entered into a drawing for wearing the T-shirt or the hat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And if you have both of them on, you get entered twice.
Yep.
Okay. I see Practical Modern Homestead is asking, does anyone have pecans for sale? So we'll just throw that out.
Scratch Made does. That's fun.
Yeah, I was going to say Scratch Made can maybe put something in the chat. I doubt very much that Danny and Wanda would ever have pecans for sale because Danny would eat them all.
Oh yeah, they're not going to sell them.
Yeah, I usually swoop up all the pecans.
Wanda, was there a scavenger hunt with the kids last year?
Or selling foods or anything.
Was there a scavenger
What'd
hunt
you say?
Was there a scavenger hunt for the kids last year? I don't remember.
No,
Not that I know
I
of.
don't.
Because it was right.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea though.
If it's not raining, we have plenty of area to do something.
Yeah.
Our problem is if it's raining, that would be the biggest deal.
Elk and Anchor Homestead. The gathering is March 9th in Wiggins, Mississippi.
That's Stone County Fairgrounds.
Stone County Fairgrounds.
Stone County.
Yep. And you'll have a blast.
Yeah, make sure you're in Stone County.
Yep.
Okay. What else? The kids, the food. We're probably going to have some panel discussions. I'm trying to set that up instead of having a whole bunch of speakers, so that I can pull some of the like 4 or 5 channels together, and we'll have some questions where we're asking them some questions, and possibly you'll find out a little bit more about 4 or 5 channels at one time. And we might do that once in the morning and once in the afternoon, so that you will get a variety of people and get to know them in a quick burst or something, maybe some things that you didn't know about them and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Okay, I'm gonna try to open up the phone line here a little bit.
Do you want, instead of doing that, you want to do the second question first?
Oh, okay, we can do that.
Let's go ahead and do the second question.
All right, so let me get Smudge out here so he can give you the rules, and we'll do the second trivia question.
Well, hi, folks. It's trivia time again. And we have to have some rules for this, so they are as follows. Number 1, you can only win once every 4 weeks. Number 2, you must be the first person to answer the question correctly in the chat window as it appears embedded on the screen here. Your chat window may have a different order. And number 3, you have to send an email to twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. Send us your mailing address so we know where to send your winnings. Good luck.
Okay. For our second trivia question, the winner will receive a sweet potato manual, which was written by Danny King.
It's an e-book.
And it will be the ebook version. So
If you win, just deepsouthhomestead@gmail.com, and they will email you the manual.
You want to do it that way, or you want them to come through here just so
Yeah.
long as...
So we know that.
Well, I just don't want them to get a bunch of emails saying, "Hey, I won."
Okay, yeah. Email us, twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do we, Broussard. So do we.
Okay. So, if everybody is ready, I think you've all heard the rules. This is for the Sweet Potato Manual, written by Danny King. At the 2018 gathering, who sang and signed Amazing Grace? There were lots of videos. There were lots of videos out there.
Yes, there were.
Yeah, everybody should have thought that.
There we go.
Gosh,
Alderman Farr.
I wonder.
Lake
I wonder.
effect.
No, Red Duchess.
Oh,
got
I'm sorry.
first.
Yeah, Red.
Mark.
Red Duchess.
I wonder how Mark knew. Mark, you know our address.
Well, a lot of them use.
All right.
Oh.
So, I don't know how this is going to work, folks, because we do have a little bit of a rough internet connection here with Danny and Wanda, but we're gonna try it. The phone line is open. If you'd like to call in and say hi to them directly, ask them questions, just say hi to everybody or whatever you want to do. The phone line is open. It's your nickel. I can take one caller at a time.
Yeah. Oh, that would be good,
Dolly
Shana.
Parton.
Dolly Parton would be nice.
I'm really trying to get Josh Turner there so he could sing Deep South. I think that'd be pretty awesome. Anybody know Josh Turner personally?
Charlotte is asking, Danny, did you get rid of the aphids?
Yeah, the aphids all died along with the plants.
So you just cut.
Country Homestead
just-
Preacher wants to know if we're going to Walmart as part of the entertainment.
So in other words, if the food source goes away, they're gone too.
Yes. Actually, the aphids actually died before the plants died.
Plus, it's freezing.
So it was not in the greenhouse.
Well, no, it didn't get
It
that
got up
cold.
to 80 degrees in there.
Yeah, it was hot today. Did it? Oh, they did do
Yeah.
the trivia. Okay.
Yeah, we just learned a valuable lesson. And I followed the directions to a T with the stuff. I did it exactly like it said, do it on the internet, and it was
It was just too much.
Too much.
Yeah.
Hello.
This is
But
Daryl.
the
This is
peppers
Daryl.
don't
Who's calling, please?
Hi, Daryl. This is Common Sense University.
Common
Hey,
Sense University.
Rosalie, how are you?
Hey.
I'm doing great. I have a question for Wanda and Daryl, Danny. If you could only grow one vegetable in your garden, that's the only vegetable you were allowed to grow, what would it be?
I'd say sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
We could do so much with them.
Yeah, sweet potatoes would be it.
I could make a dessert, or I could make fries, or we could bake it, or, we could do a lot with a sweet potato, and it has more nutrition. It is actually a superfood, so you could live on sweet potatoes if you had to.
Okay. And if you were going to plant any kind of fruit trees, what would you recommend for someone who's never grown any, had a homestead or grew anything?
Blueberries.
Blueberries?
are the easiest to grow.
Okay.
Apple trees?
Apples are not easy.
Apples can be difficult, but
Yeah. Blueberries
Okay.
get a return a lot faster.
Well, I don't have a homestead yet, but,
yeah, they
I'm dreaming. I have my little plot of land. I live here in town, but I have 2 mulberry trees and some rose bushes, and I put out some container plants of tomatoes and things like that. But someday.
yeah, mulberries.
You'll get there.
Yeah, mulberries are good too. They're easy to grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh,
blueberries fit right
we
in.
had so many this year. I was going to try to get some down to Sherry, but we didn't get down there. I had so many. I was letting people come over and pick them. We had so many, and it was only 2 trees.
Yeah. And of course, if you're in town, there's always a container gardening too. I mean, you can do some tomatoes and.
That's what I. Well, last year we had somebody was gifting us with a lot of tomato plants and green peppers, and we put them in 5-gallon buckets. Well, we got so much rain, they all got drowned. I mean, the rain rose above our 5-gallon buckets.
Yeah. Well, you got to drill holes in those buckets. They can't.
No, our backyard flooded
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
and was over the 5-gallon buckets.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That's called.
It was 1 inch from coming into the house.
Phew.
Yeah.
Sounds like you need to get a swing set and turn those 5-gallon buckets into hanging pots.
That'd be one way to do it.
That's one way. Or give them all their own snorkel. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, thank you for talking to me. I'll let somebody else get on the line. You guys have a good evening.
All right. Thank you for calling.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for calling.
All right. The phone line is open and it is working not too awful bad, it looks like. So.
We do have a video coming up about container gardening through a product put out by Green Stalks. We're going to have that video coming up here pretty soon.
It's vertical planters,
Yeah.
and I'm already ready to plant in it. I want to plant really bad, and Danny's telling me it's going to freeze. So
Well, we could put it in the greenhouse.
I'm going to have to put it in the greenhouse.
Yeah.
I'm really,
Go ahead.
I know Sherry's wanting too. Sherry said she likes the green stalk. She's been eyeing them.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping to get one of them some type of giveaway for the gathering. So somebody might win a green stalk vertical planter.
That'd be nice.
That is one of the surprises I was supposed to get there.
Okay.
That'd be nice. Oh, got another one coming in.
This is Daryl. Who's calling, please?
Carol, this is Rebecca
Hi,
from Blessings of the Body.
Hi, Rebecca. How are you this evening?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well, and I believe that Danny and Wanda can hear you just fine. So you go right ahead.
Oh, before
All right. Thank
Rebecca,
you.
Rebecca,
Danny? Yes, honey.
before you ask your question, I just posted the link for the T-shirt that you can email Sherry. I'll post it again for you once you get off the phone.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. Go ahead.
Okay. Danny, I've got a question. I am new at gardening. I did when I was young, growing up with my grandmother, but now I'm in Tennessee, Jacksonville, Tennessee, right up before the Kentucky line, and we don't have much cold weather, but I'm wanting to do raised beds because where I'm at right now, we're going to sell. I'm actually in a subdivision, so we got a lot of restrictions. We can't just go out here and put a garden. So I was wanting to do raised beds, but what do you think, how high would it be to raised beds? Because do you think I could do how high do they need to be? And do they need to be filled up all the way with dirt or something else besides dirt? And then put the dirt on top of it.
I would probably do 12-inch sides and put in about 8 inches of dirt and use
The ground.
the ground underneath it.
Dig the
Okay.
ground up underneath is good too.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, now I got another question.
The
Okay.
higher you come out of the ground, the more water it's going to take to keep on watering.
Right.
They
I've
dry
seen
out
on,
worse.
like, they've got, like, the wooden ones, and then they've got these other kinds where they wouldn't rot. But I didn't know which one to get, the one that does not rot, or just get the wood ones, or maybe, I didn't even know that maybe a block, fill it in, block, do it that way. It would last longer than the wood, probably. But at the same time, I'm not going to be here in this area that long to really worry about them rotting later. Because we're going to be selling here to move
But if you get
out
the ones
back
that
into the
don't
country.
rot, you can move them with you when you go.
Yes, that's what I was thinking about too. All right, I appreciate it. I'll see you all at the gathering.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you for calling.
Gathering.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Some
All right.
elderberry.
Yes.
Yes, we have grown elderberry. We actually have some.
We actually have elderberries growing here, yes.
All right. So, Danny,
Popped in.
I have a question for you,
Yeah.
Danny. What makes your determination on what you're going to do in your next videos?
Y'all inventions?
I mean, is it just whatever happens that day, you make a video, or do you plan ahead, or?
When I wake up, as you see, is actual life that we live. We don't plan
No,
our
we
days.
day if something's got, he says, I'm going to go out to the barn and I'm going to work on the barn. I'm going, okay, let me go film what you're doing. Or if I'm in the house and I start to cook something, I look and I go, hey, maybe nobody has this recipe, and I just set the camera up and that's what I do. We very, very seldom try to plan anything, but like today he said I need to be plowing the garden. So we went out and plowed the garden. I did the filming. That'll come up next week sometime when I get time to edit, you know. So it's whatever we're doing during the day.
Whatever the weather permits, we can do.
Yeah, that's what we go with.
That's what we go with. Yeah.
And your porch time, 5 minutes before he goes outside, he sits down for a few minutes, thinks about it, and then goes outside and does porch time.
Well, I do have several things that's on my mind, but I'll usually choose one in the last 5 minutes before I go out and do it. Yeah.
A lot of it spur of the moment.
Yeah.
So, do you?
We depend on, you know, a lot of what we do depends, like we said, on the weather and the availability of things that we have here to work with.
Like today, there was the soapy thing. He went out yesterday and his plants were dead. It made him angry, and he goes, "Okay, I'm doing this video." So I mean, we had no clue we were going to be doing a video on soapy stuff.
Yeah, we figured we just had killed the aphids, and our plants were great, and I went out and saw them all dead. I said, "Nope, we're doing a video."
So, and two, he followed what it said on the internet.
Yeah, I followed the internet to a T. It said put like half a teaspoon per gallon of water, so that's what I did. And
put some in the spray bottle.
Put some in the spray bottle. It said to put it in the spray bottle. I did that. It said to squirt it under the bottom side of the leaves. I did that, and then we killed the aphids within a 24-hour period. 24 hours later, my plants were dead.
Well, possibly the plant itself may not be. The leaves are falling off.
Yeah, the leaves are all falling off. The plant may pull back out. I'm not sure.
This is Daryl. Who's calling, please?
Say about your day-to-day.
This is Country Girl.
Okay, Dawn. I think they can hear you just fine. Go ahead.
Hi, Dawn. Danny, I was going to tell you, I talked to my dad today after I watched your video because he uses the soap on his aphids. And I think from what he was telling me, I was looking at your video and your water looked blue. He told me you got to use something like Ivory or the Downy for babies that has no dyes and no perfume, and that may be what killed your plants.
We're figuring it is.
It's possible, because what I used was, I used Dawn, the regular Dawn like they use for the birds and all, and the oil spill down here, because they said it was environmentally safe. And I did it just like the video says to do it, or the YouTube or the internet said to do it. Just a small amount per gallon. It was evidently too much for it.
Yeah. And so
well, yeah,
I
that's what he
have
told,
Ivory, so I think...
Yeah, he's what he told me to tell you. He said maybe if you want to just try it out, just a little small sapling or something that you're not real worried about, try it and spray it and see if that works or doesn't kill that little plant maybe.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Anyway, I am super excited to meet y'all in March. I am so excited.
Well, I'm glad you're going to be helping out. Aren't you helping with the seed swap?
Yes, I will be at the table with Brenda.
Yeah, she volunteered. Wasn't that nice of her?
Sherry's version of volunteering is to send you an email and say, you want to help at the seed table, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good way to volunteer people. I've been doing that all my life.
That's one way to get to know everybody.
Well, yeah, Andy told me it's the best place to be because everybody will come by that table at some point or another.
Got that right.
All right, well, I'm going to let y'all go and give somebody else a chance to talk. I just wanted to pass on my dad's tip to y'all.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I think that's what we're going to do.
Good night, everybody.
Take care, Dawn.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, Dawn.
There was a question here, Danny and Wanda, that about, let me see if I can go back. I live on a slope with sandy soil. What's the best way to retain moisture when I water?
We have sandy slopes.
The only way you're going to retain moisture is through adding organic matter. You just got to build your organic matter up. do a lot of terracing here in order to hold water to keep it from running off. So you may have to do swales or terracing. The contour, well, we call it contour terracing here.
Yeah.
So that the ground holds the water and doesn't let it just rush off down the hill and create gullies. And then we add a lot of organic matter into it, which also helps to hold in the moisture.
Yeah, because our soil's sandy and
Yeah, we have sandy soil and we're on slopes.
we're on slopes.
Mm-hmm. Try and think, see if I can
We
find
have no
more
level
questions.
ground.
Well, yeah, of course, your ground is not as hilly as a lot. I mean, it's kind of rolling, I would call it.
Yeah, we have rolling hills, yes. But with it being so sandy, if you don't plow it just right and garden it just right, all your topsoil washes off.
It's
Oh,
down
yeah.
in the bottom of the pig pen, actually.
Yeah.
Danny, can sweet potatoes be grown in containers?
Yes. Yes, they can.
They can be grown in raised beds, containers, the ground.
How deep
Yeah.
how deep of containers should you have for sweet potatoes?
We usually recommend anywhere from a 15-gallon to a 45-gallon container.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't want anybody to think they could just get one of these little 12-inch flower pots and try to grow a sweet potato.
What were the ones that we had? We had the big blue
Those were
plastic barrels, 55-gallon.
Those were 55-gallon drums that I cut in two.
Daryl cut them in half and used half for the
Yeah.
sweet potatoes and half for regular potatoes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. That works really good.
That works really well.
Well, when my
Or if you know some farmers who puts these feed buckets out for their cattle, a lot of times when they get through with those buckets, they just throw them away. And you can get those, or you can use, if you know somebody in the landscaping business that plants a lot of trees, you can get the pots from them. We have a guy who gives us his pot. So that's where we get a lot of our black pots from.
Do you recommend holes in the container like a cow trough or rocks?
Yeah, about 4 inches up from the bottom.
You put rocks in the bottom.
You put rocks in the bottom and then fill the holes about 4 inches up from the bottom.
holes on the side, 4 inches up, obviously. That'd be sort of hard to put them in.
Yes.
Don't give me that stupid look. It was a stupid question, I understand. It was. Looks at me like, I don't believe you asked that. I have my moments.
Oh my.
Oh.
How many sweet potato
How
slips?
many sweet potatoes?
Oh, she's reading it.
She's reading it. She sees it.
Okay.
Okay, how many sweet potato slips can you put in the container? It's about 24 inches across. I wouldn't put any more than 3.
Yeah, because 24.
That's like 2 foot.
Yeah,
I would not do more than 3.
if you want a good yield.
If you want a good yield, yeah. I probably wouldn't do the 2, to be honest. Probably just 2. 3 would be pushing it.
Deborah E. is in Oregon. She planted her garlic and covered them with a thick layer of oak leaves. When should I uncover them?
As soon as the danger of all frost and snow and all is gone.
Good where she lives.
The garlic is actually going to come through the leaves if the ground gets warm enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Ours does.
Ours does. Sure does. The onions and
Yeah.
the onions and the garlic.
Yeah.
Yeah, our walk-in onions that we got from y'all are doing great.
Good.
They have multiplied like crazy. And the garlic too.
Garlic's all doing good.
Yeah, the garlic. Which one did you say did the
All of well, I forgot which one it is.
the white?
Well, the white Asian.
Yeah, I
I
think.
think it was a white Asian one actually doing
Doing
better.
better than most all of them. There's two of them that are actually doing
Yeah.
really, really well, but all of them do good, but the other two are bigger and look
Yeah.
better.
Shane, if you're talking about the garlic, no, you're not going to need steaks. Mm-mm.
No.
No,
But
they
if,
do fine on their own.
if you have the ones that have the garlic scapes that when they grow they'll fall over and they have the little bulbets on the end, you can cut those off, and there's a lot of them they sell here at the farmers market in the spring, early summer. They make big bucks with those garlic scapes,
Oh, yeah.
and people make pesto out of that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Let's get Smudge out here to talk about our last trivia question for the day. What do you say?
Sounds good.
All right.
Best way to use it.
Well, hi, folks. It's trivia time again.
Pencil.
And we have to have some rules for this, so they are as follows. Number 1, you can only win once every 4 weeks. Number 2, you must be the first person to answer the question correctly in the chat window as it appears embedded on the screen here. Your chat window may have a different order. And number 3, you have to send an email to twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. Send us your mailing address so we know where to send your winnings.
Thanks, Darlene.
Good luck.
Go away.
Okay. And the third The question winner of this is trivia question will be again brought to receiving you by a wax melt. MKLoneStarHandcrafted.com.
Mm-hmm.
And the winning prize for this will be a Check them out for all kinds of what do they call soy that? candles, It's a- gel it's a novelty, wax melt, oil soap,
They're good.
cocoa butter, wax and melt. shea butter soap,
And
large
tell
soap,
them, tell them what you
powder,
found when you
lotions,
looked it up.
bar freshies, all kinds of stuff.
Well,
MKLoneStarHandcrafted.com. We have just
And
a
of course,
few of these
there's verbiage
different
out there
wax
now
melts
with
in the
this, so-
background
Right.
here. And the wax melts are
Yeah,
intended to be
done.
used for home fragrance and can be melted in an approved wax warmer. Simply place one wax melt cube in an approved wax warmer and melt to release the fragrance. So check them out, MKLoneStarHandcrafted.com. Okay, yeah. When I was trying to put some of this together here today, I read on Lone Star's website, I was reading about the wax melts, and it says to use them in an approved container. So, me being the curious sort I am, I just did a Google search for approved wax melt containers. And it kind of started off with containers for waxing legs, other body parts. Anyway,
Yeah, I was hysterical. I looked into it and go, no, it's not that.
so obviously,
Wrong wax.
obviously there's different approved containers, but these are the ones for the fragrance inside your house. So
Maybe the next live stream will wax Daryl's legs.
no, I don't.
Oh, that'll go viral. What do you think? What do you think, Dawn?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do Danny's chair.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Danny would be screaming.
You have to give me some kind of tranquilizer.
I think we'll need to give Daryl one too.
Oh my. So anyway, the final trivia question
Broussard will watch.
for this evening is, what is going to be the name of the cabin we are building?
I know.
Now this is Danny and Wanda, of course.
It's not ours.
It's not ours.
Heck, we're not allowed to build a greenhouse. We sure can't have a cabin.
Candy Corn Cottage.
Has to be the actual
We can't
name.
call it
It has to be the name.
Has to be the actual name.
Because remember,
Homesteading
we
with the
had to change
Heberts.
it.
Yeah.
Homesteading with the Heberts. Think it's a good idea.
Everybody knows.
Yeah, almost, but
Everybody knows what we're
yeah,
going to call it.
it has to be the actual proper name.
Well, we were going to call it the Candy Corn Cottage, but all our patrons decided that
Deborah E. got
Deborah
it.
got it.
Deborah got
Deborah
it.
E.
We changed it to Candy Corn Cabin because they said something wooden back in the woods looks like a cabin, not a cottage. The cottage is kind of fancy, and
They think about Britain. Or
they
something.
think of Britain and
Yep.
things like that. So because of our patrons, we are naming it Candy Corn Cabin because Danny can't call it a cottage anyway, and he calls it a cabin 99% of the time. So
Yeah, if somebody wants to watch something being built, you'll never get any Google things if you say I'm building a cottage. If you say I'm building a cabin, people will Google that.
yeah, and he calls it a cabin all the time. So I give in. I kept Candy Corn, but we calling it a cabin.
And I just can't imagine where
And
they
we
got
are
the
going to
name.
get started.
Don't know where they got the name Candy Corn. I mean, I don't think she has only a few pieces of it.
I have absolutely no idea. I have no idea. How many different varieties of candy corn have you accumulated, Wanda?
I'm probably I'm past 35. I'm not sure if I've made it to 40 yet, but I'm pretty close to 40 different flavors of candy corn.
Oh, you may be there by March.
Have you
I don't know if
just-
there's that many more
just
flavors
say-
out there,
Just
are
saying.
have you checked with Guinness yet? Just in case you're getting that world record.
they? I wish I may should see because I didn't know there was more than one flavor when I first got it.
All right. So, Danny, let's talk about your tractor here for just a moment.
All right.
I know that's not maybe the best subject for you, but
That's okay.
do you feel that maybe
Getting there.
you're on the downward side of this, that they're actually going to come up with the proper fix for it, or is it just going to be a forever fighting type thing?
Well, let's put it this way. This will probably be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Whenever I talk to them tomorrow morning, I've already left them some emails. Nobody's in today because of the holiday, but LS thinks that they have the solution to fix it. After I forget how many tries. I mean,
This is try number 6,
try number 6 to get it fixed.
and it's been almost a year.
Yeah. So if they can't fix it this time, I probably will be proceeding with making some
Demand.
demands. Yeah, I'm probably looking for the right word. I'll probably be making some demands to LS about the future videos that may be showed on this tractor.
He's trying to be nice. He's trying really hard to be nice.
Because technically speaking, I cost the LS with the last tractor probably close to $1 million
With videos.
with videos.
And he probably could cost him a lot more than that if he starts making them again.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you feel this is just? Do you feel you just got one of the ones that was built on a Saturday when everybody wasn't there, or is this an inherent?
Considering this is tractor number 4 in a little over a year,
Yeah.
I don't think it has anything to do with what day it was built on.
It's the company and the design. Danny actually likes the tractor.
I actually like the tractor. It just stays broke down.
And it's actually not broke down. It has a computer glitch.
It's a computer, and it all goes back to the Obama administration whenever they passed the resolution that said any tractor over 25 horsepower now must have a regen system on them. They must have computer systems on them. And once they've done that, then all tractors now are over 25 horsepower.
And mainly it's because when you put a computer in the dirt or the dust, what happens?
Yeah, computers aren't designed.
Computers aren't designed to go in fields.
Yeah. So,
Somebody said, what tractor are you talking about?
the LS, we started off with an LS XJ 2025 hydrostat. It was too small, and it blew a line on it almost instantly because of the design on it. So we traded it back in on XG 3025. The XG 3025 had a massive issue with the frame on it, and it began to leak oil in the front of the engine. So I actually ended up calling on the tractors because of it. And then LS worked a deal out with me where I was able to purchase another new one from them at a very reasonable rate. And the brand new one started leaking oil probably within a week of having it. So the president of LS and the regional directors all flew to my house, met with me on a private meeting, and determined that the tractor did have an issue and that LS was going to build a new frame for that tractor. And in order to please me, we cut a deal on LS's Cadillac version of the compact tractor, which was the XR 3135 shuttle shift, which has done nothing but stay tore up ever since I got it.
And it didn't regen properly within the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And that was a computer issue.
That's a computer issue. And then it went into idle mode. They call it limp mode.
Yeah.
And it's been doing that since May of last year, and they have had it back in the shop numerous times trying to figure out what it is that's causing it.
Yeah.
And they put new computers, new sensors, and all that. And finally, this week, LS agreed to put all new wiring harnesses on the tractor because they believe there's a short in one of the wiring harnesses.
They put a new computer last
That's why I
week.
said that.
Yeah, and then now the wiring harnesses.
Yeah, now the wiring harnesses. So we'll see. I'll give them one more shot to see if they get it this time. And if they don't, then I'll go back to doing what I was doing in the beginning, putting up videos about the tractors, and they'll either deal with me however I want to deal with me, or I'll end up costing them another $1 million, whichever way they want to do it.
Yeah.
Well, that's just, it's too bad, but, and obviously, tractors are not in our immediate future here.
No.
But, you could probably pick up one that's 20 years old that is still just working along just fine.
And that's what Deborah E. just says. They have 9 tractors made in the 50s and 60s, and they still run like new. I believe it.
Yeah, that's what will happen if we can't get this one fixed.
We're hunting an old one.
We're going to be looking for one that is about pre-2013, because after 2013 they began to have computers put in them. So we'll be looking for something pre-13 that's just, it still has all the linkages and no computers and stuff like that. Because I went to school to be a mechanic, so I can work on an older one.
And somebody asked why we didn't send it back and get our money back.
LS has a policy they never give people their money back. They'll always give you a deal on another tractor, but they'll never give you your money back.
Yeah.
Even in the lemon law, they've never, the president told me in the history of LS, they've never given anyone their money back. They've always cut a deal with another tractor.
Somebody saying John Deere. Our guy that works on tractors says that John Deere's having as many recalls with the computers as LS is.
Yeah, because we've contacted John Deere and all them. They're having just as many recalls as LS is. It's just the fact that LS has computers in them, and that's what the recalls is all about, is the computers.
Yeah.
Well,
so if you're looking for a tractor, you don't want a computer on it.
Right.
It almost sounds to me like.
And let me say something about the older tractors. The older tractors, there is a system set up with the government designed to destroy the engines in all the older tractors. And I may get in trouble for saying this. I don't know, and I hope I don't get y'all in trouble. But this is something that's flying under the radar that I know about. The older engines have to have a higher sulfur diesel in order for those engines to run efficiently and not literally burn up on you. And all the new diesel coming out is a very low sulfur content. If you run that low sulfur content diesel in an old tractor, you will eventually burn the engine up in it. The way to alleviate that is to either put a supplement in the diesel fuel or to take a 2-cycle engine oil and mix a certain amount of it per tank of fuel in order to keep the engine lubricated enough that it will not burn it up.
Yeah, in other words, check the sulfur in the gas.
Well, they only sell low sulfur fuel now.
Oh, they only sell it. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like when they went with the unleaded gasoline for regular engines.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I certainly hope they get this. I certainly hope they get this fixed for you, Danny. I know that that you've kind of had high hopes, and you obviously have a use for it down there.
Oh yeah, with their property.
So.
Oh, it's our life, and I mean, it's our lifeblood. I mean, literally, we bought a new tractor thinking that we would. I mean, I have an older tractor, but we bought a new one thinking that we would have something that would give us many years of service
with no problem.
No problems. And I've owned tractors for the last 40 years of my life. I've never had a tractor in the shop until I bought an LS.
So we bought a new one.
Yeah, so I bought a new one from LS. Well, I bought new ones before, but just not an LS.
Yeah.
So, well, hon,
what was that? You had a question?
The size of the tractor and the engine.
XR 3135, 35 horsepower tractor. Shuttle ships.
Yeah. All right. Somebody says how much 2-cycle per?
Just a small, I don't know what ounce it is. It's like you mix in for a chainsaw or something other. The little small bottles of 2-cycle engine oil.
Would you need a bottle per?
It's a bottle per tank.
I think that's what they were asking.
Yeah, I see somebody saying that they only use off-road fuel in theirs, but I'm sure that's what you're talking about. Are you not, Danny?
Yes, even if it's off-road fuel, it's still low sulfur.
Yeah.
Check that out.
The only difference between off-road fuel and on-road fuel is the dye that they put in it.
Yeah, it's just the color.
Yeah.
And of course, taxes. Because if it's for the road, then they then they get you with the taxes.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So she's got to go. So bye, country girl.
All right. Well, Sherry, you got anything else you wanted to talk about here, or?
No.
Danny, Wanda, you.
Mama Grows.
Okay, Mama Grows is there.
I didn't even know Mama Grows was in here.
Mama Grows wants to know how much of your food do you grow?
Do you think you
grow? We grow 100% of our vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
but we're about 85% sustainable with food on the homestead as far as
Meat and everything.
not meat, because once we get our meat coming in, we'll be closer to 90% or 95%.
Yeah. Right now with meat, we're probably 50.
With
Maybe.
meat, we're probably about 50% sustainable right now until we get a little bit more butchering done. And then with our vegetables, we're 100% with vegetables. So we buy no vegetables from the store, literally none.
We just have to buy the extra stuff, salt and pepper.
Pepper, butter.
And we're going to have buttermilk and cheese as soon as the goats have babies or the cows have been. But right now we have to buy that. We have to buy flour and sugar and salt and toilet paper and, all the household things. We can't make all that, so we have to buy that. But food-wise, I would say we're at least 80 to 85%.
We're probably 85% on all food, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have one heck of a fruit cellar, too. Goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Do you?
They're asking what is my favorite thing to can. My favorite, I really don't have.
Probably jellies or something. I mean,
Yeah, jellies. I like the looks of jellies when I get through. So probably different types of jellies. Are we planting Danny corn for seed this spring?
Yeah, I'll be planting my Danny corn again this year. I'm not fooling with any other varieties.
Yeah.
Danny corn is tried and proven. It always works. And these other crops keep failing.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it, I think. All right. Now we got to put Jedediah to sleep. He's wanting to go to bed.
Yeah, we got a
Getting
big
late.
coming up. So.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I've got Amanda from Freedom Acres is coming in tomorrow. So if anybody's interested in oils and having a class with me and her, even if it's online, let me know. Because we are going to be doing some classes, some private classes. And if you live within a 2-hour radius of Wiggins, she's willing to drive.
Oh, yeah, we'll be right there.
We're going to be doing that.
Mama Grows, their gathering is March 9th, Wiggins, Mississippi.
It's Danny corn, eating corn sweet. No.
Corn. We use it to make grits, cornmeal, corn flour, and animal feed. Yeah.
Well, it's past Jedediah's.
And we would like to
bedtime.
invite everybody.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I'm
We
telling
would like to
everybody.
invite everybody to. I can't tell. Sorry about that.
Newton County, Arkansas. We're going to be in Arkansas in April. I have no idea what county it is, though.
Yeah, I don't know either. So, all right. Well, we certainly want to thank you folks for spending some time with us tonight. And everything was kind of a last minute for everybody here. Yeah. And but we made it work.
Yeah.
And and we certainly enjoy having you folks on. And we're very much looking forward.
We enjoyed these.
We're very much looking forward to coming down and visiting with you for your gathering.
We're ready.
Yeah. I don't know if you got to see my little video about this for tonight, Danny, but I was wearing shorts out there in the snow just thinking about you.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's like, God.
We'll have to go back and watch it. Because we didn't have it on Skype up and running.
Yeah.
Every time we use Skype, we end up having trouble because we turn it off because it pulls too much of the bandwidth and stuff if it runs continuously, and we only use it about once or twice a year. And so usually people let us know if they want to Skype, and I didn't even think about it because the last couple of times we've been on here, we've done the Google Hangouts. So I didn't even think about Skype. That was something that, and then they wanted me to upgrade, and it took forever. So.
But we're there.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Jerry, anything else?
I can't think of anything.
I can't either. Folks, be sure to get some time to go down and visit at Deep South Homestead.
They have, if you're on Facebook, if you have not joined their Facebook group, Deep South Homestead Gathering, please do so. There's a short questionnaire that we prefer you to answer the questions. There are some that come through that their profiles look a little bit iffy, and if they don't answer the questions, I'll admit I delete them. I'm very picky about who I let into the group. So.
Yeah, and it's Deep South Homestead Gathering Place.
Yes.
It does have the word place on the end of it.
Yes.
So if they go to looking for it, and there is a Deep South Homestead page also.
Correct. Yeah.
Plus, I'm on Instagram.
Yeah. Blessings by Body. Blessings by Body by Rebecca. Yes, you will leave with no money. I can attest to that. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Right.
you may spend it.
When you have 7 days.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, especially if you go to Sherry 7D's table, the baker. Oh my Lord. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm. It is good stuff.
Everybody went to Sherry.
All right. Everybody, thank you so much for being here.
I think we're going to have a few hats, a couple of Danny's books, his English P and his sweet potato manuals, and some jams and jellies at our table. Plus, we will have a doTERRA table. So I do know that will be Deep South there. I don't know with everything else. We got a lot of people bringing a lot of stuff. So. And
I just put up the link for their T-shirts and their hats. The Garden Like You Depend on It, because it does. There's the email to email claygirl@centurylink.net. And you can get the price, and that is also her PayPal, so you can get your T-shirts and hats ordered.
Jump Off is asked about pecan cookies. Yes, there will be pecan cookies for sale.
Yep.
But it will be Scratch Made Homestead. They're going to be doing the food. And I asked her, could they do pecan cookies? Because they have pecans at Tanner's Pecans. And she said, yes, they would.
Oh, yes, they
do. So there will be
Mm-hmm.
pecan cookies.
Yeah.
Yes, they can.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Bring your sweet too and come on.
Pretty much.
No, and probably should also say, don't forget about their other channels, Crazy Days and All God's Children. They do have those on.
Yes, and we have those, and we also have a Patreon channel. You can join us on Patreon, where we talk about more in-depth things than we're able to talk about on YouTube. And you get a little bit more personal look into our personal life.
And our
butchering videos are all over on Patreon.
Well, some are still on Deep South right now, but I'm gradually moving them over to Patreon.
Yeah.
Because
they demonetize them.
Yeah. So eventually all the butchering videos will be on Patreon.
Yeah.
Jerry, anything else?
No.
All right. Everyone, thanks so much for joining us here this evening. Tomorrow night we have the video editing, YouTube.
Yeah, no surprises tomorrow night. It'll be a
regular show.
Tech Tuesday.
And we have started something else new on Thursdays, and it's kind of a build your channel for all types of channels, where we kind of try to showcase a lot of channels and help them get subscribers and get their initial start. So that's on Thursdays, and other videos throughout the week. So everyone, thanks so much for being here. Have a great week, and we will see you next time we're here.
That's right.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. See y'all later.